Oh yeah, who loves a BJ? I know I love a BJ, and this is a 4th month 1980 BJ40, 1970s technology. Let's have a look at Dave's rig. I'll go into why Dave's up here soon, because we've never actually talked about this before, but let me tell you about this vehicle. Dave and his family live at Stanthorpe, and they brought it up to MrLandcruiser to get worked on. But Dave has only owned this one for a couple of years now. He's bought it off a mate. His mate actually bought it in 1999 and owned it until recently. His mate freshened up the engine, I believe freshened up as in a rebuild, and his mate did or had body work and paint done. Dave's not overly happy. A lot of the paint in the body works bubbled up and coming out, so whoever done it could have done maybe a little bit better job, but Dave still loves this thing and it takes him and his family around. Now, as I said, this is a BJ, so we'll go under the bonnet and have a look at the B motor. And I want to talk about, I might even kick this one in the guts. Oh yeah, the little B engine. There's something about this little diesel. We've just done a full rebuild on a B engine and it's fantastic. I can't wait till the customer gets that one. This one, now you notice we do a lot of mostly 2Hs and 2Fs. They're a big motor, they take up a lot of room. This one, it's a real good example to have a look under the bonnet because she's damn pretty stocko. There's not much, a water bottle here and a bracket there, but this is pretty stocko. Airbox. The shroud, look at the size of this shroud. Now, the fan and the engine sit so far back compared to the other ones that they've made this massive, massive shroud. So it all just keeps it cool. But this engine, the little 4-cylinder, only came on the BJ40. So no long wheelbase got it, no ute got it, and no Troopy got it here in Australia. Australians weren't lucky enough. So Dave's got one, and very, very cool. Also with this one, up the front, Dave's not overly impressed with the bumper bar, so he's already ordered his McKinnon's Cruiser's bar, which is winch compatible. He's putting a winch on there and doing away with this little number altogether. That was on there. Underneath this vehicle is Efs Suspension. Now, that was one thing that the current owner Dave did himself. When he purchased this, he had to do glow plugs and just things like bearings and pinion seals, and suspension was one of them. He went with EFS and he's pretty happy with that to date. I think he talks about the bonnet next. I think it's time to go in and have a look inside to see why Dave came to MrLandcruiser. The inside, normally I sit in the inside. I'm going to do this one from the back of the vehicle because this is why it was in at MrLandcruiser. Dave has a baby, nearly 1, and Dave wants to put the baby in the car with mum. So we have supplied and fitted a tech-safe seat. Now this seat is, there's so many options. If you're interested, hit us up. We can go through all the different options. I forget what model this is called, but it's a grey one to go with the interior. And there's a few advantages why we go with this and why we put the tech safes in. And the whole seat folds up, so you've got more storage in here. But when it isn't folded and in position, the 2 big keys. First of all, this one has the child restraint down here. It's built into the seat, so there's no tapping into the car. And now we've got to remember a 1-year-old's going into this. My 7-year-old daughter has been in my car since before 1 as well, and it's so much nicer that we can just run the seat down, click on there, it's done, no tapping in. And the other reason we really love these seats is talking about not tapping into the car is the integrated seat belt. It's all part of the seat, so the job's done. It's a few hours to put the spreader plate in underneath, and TechSafe actually supply, they've got 2 options with their spreader plate, and Here at MrLandcruiser, we actually put both options in. We're family people, we've all got kids, we just think about safety, and if it was our family, so they go, here's your options. The guys here, they just throw everything in and we go to town on them. So when this leaves today, it will be mod plated, it's all legit, all the seat belts. When we purchase off TechSafe, they want to know who's fitting it, who's engineering it, these things are done properly. So we're over the moon with this one, and this one, it's called the XL or something. You can go onto their website and have a look if you ever, I don't know if the everyday person can purchase them, but we can do that for you, and we can fit them as well. This one's got armrests. So it's got armrests on both sides, which is just a little bit nicer. You can get budget models that you take away the trim. The rest of the interior has a roll bar. Very cool. I don't know, it looks a bit aftermarket, it's been welded on, but a little bit of safety. And if you want safety, if you want a roll bar, if you own a shorty, hit us up. We now have a very similar roll bar in stock that Richard's been working with the owner of LCS 4x4, Laurie down in Victoria. And Laurie's come up with a roll bar, a sports bar that you can assemble without taking the roof off. She all clicks into place. If you choose to not have this style of seat belt that's integrated, the LCS ones have the paneling welded on. They're all getting certified when we fit them. So this shorty's got the roll bar to go, just give a little bit more safety in that. And Dave said he's going to take it home and adjust it. When it leaves here, he's going to do some things. There's no spreader plate underneath. That's on the top of his list as soon as he gets home. Up the front is full stocko. The only thing I see that's not stocko up there is there's a cup holder on either side, and that's it. The dash is unmolested from its period. The seats have been rear covered, but they're original. The floor mat is the genuine original from its day. The steering wheel, everything else. I will say someone has custom made them door cards and chucked a set of tweeters in them, but that's it. So let's go around to the side and wrap this one up. Okay, a couple of cool things I didn't mention about this BJ. I'm digging the steady lights. It's got steady lights up the front, and oh, the bumperettes on there, they look brand new. We got them on the shelf, brand new, genuine. It's a lot of cool stuff like those bumperettes you can still get, and they're still on the shelf. But when Dave gets home, he's going to put the swing arm tyre carrier. So I didn't talk about the tyre sitting in there because it's going on the back. And if you look closely, you'll see a mixed match of tyres. Now that the baby's travelling in this one gets a brand new set of Mickey Thompsons tomorrow. What I didn't mention about this one, when Dave bought this car, it come with a second car. Well, someone said, do you want a BJ? It's rolled and it's in the dump. It's been in the dump since 1980. So he got a donor BJ40 or a 42 with this one. He got it going, driving it around. He robbed it for parts and then moved it on. So lucky man, buy one, get two. But this is the one he's kept. This is the one that he's pouring some effort into it. This is the one that he wants his whole family and his daughter, not even 1 year old, to grow up in. So this is a 4th month 1980 BJ40.